Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a brand new season from Wandering Wolf, Iceland. Over the next several videos, we will cover the entire island, its art, its food, and all of the amazing memories we made there. But today, we'll be taking you deep into the island along Iceland's Golden Circle, a 190-mile round trip that begins, for us, just outside of Reykjavik, the capital, on a cold November morning.
Hey guys, Mike here. This is the start of the Golden Circle. We're on our way to Bingle Air this morning. It's about 8 a.m. It is nice and cold out, so we are getting an early start to our day to go adventure around. We're checking out the Continental Divide. We're seeing some geysers, some waterfalls, and a whole bunch of different stuff we're going to be able to show you today. But right now, we're going to get on the road so we can start this adventure. And here we are. Bingle Air Park. We are actually standing on the Continental Divide here between the Eurasia tectonic plates and the North American tectonic plates. This park also includes the Prime Minister's residence. It's a little cold out here, which he uses for his summer home, church, Oxfaust Waterfall, and we're going to explore all that today. So the Continental Divide here runs about 10,000 miles, and this is a really cool opportunity to walk in between a divide here and really see geology at work over thousands and thousands of years and experience that. We're really excited to bring this to you. So we are on the Golden Circle, and one of the really just amazing things about Iceland is the wealth of geological activity here. We are standing in a continental divide. We also have volcanoes on the island. Geothermal activity, hot springs, glaciers, which carve out the landscape here over thousands of years. We have basalt columns, waterfalls, lava fields. The landscape here is just like something out of a movie. It is amazing, it is impressive, and it is absolutely worth seeing in person. This is one of those places where film and pictures can't do it enough justice. It's a magical place, and we are in one of the main spots here on the island, and it is very, very impressive. So we are here now down in the at the bottom of the rift here, the Continental Divide, and it's very, very impressive. Loose and jagged rocks all along here from just weathered down and geological activity over the years. But this is great. We are right in the middle of two tectonic plates, which is just absolutely amazing.
And because these plates are continually tensing up to pull away from each other, every few hundred years this whole area erupts in earthquakes as the plates snap apart, making this gorge deeper every single time.
All right, I think we're done here. We're going to head on over to Oxfaust Waterfall. Wow, Oxfaust Waterfall. This is a 20-meter high, man-made waterfall. And as you can see, part of it is partially frozen over, but it is impressive and amazing. The actual source was diverted in the 9th century for parliamentary gatherings down in the valley below. And the government still has a home here at Bingle Air National Park, the Prime Minister's summer residence. It was built in 1930 to celebrate the 1,000-year anniversary of Parliament. There's a church on site, and the clergy still lives here in the homes. We have a graveyard, and all of this exists here in Bingle Air National Park. It is very cold out this morning, so having a little bit of trouble enunciating my words. And this is the last thing here at Bingle Air National Park. We're going to head on over to Geysir.
We drove about an hour north until the smoke and the smell told us we were in exactly the right place. So this is Hakadalur Geothermal Fields. This area contains geysers, hot springs, mud pots, and fumaroles, the largest of which is Geysir. It has temperatures reaching 120 degrees Celsius. The area it covers is about 6 kilometers. Geysir, this spot here was discovered in 1294 and is the namesake for geysers across the world. Geysir is the Nordic word for spring forth. It's dormant right now, but Skrur is actually much more active here. And that is Skrur. It is the most active geyser in all of Iceland. It goes off every 4 to 10 minutes, and it reaches heights of up to 20 meters. Actually, it can even reach up to 40 meters high. It was discovered in the 1700s when an earthquake unblocked it and became active. In the 1800s, due to earthquakes again, it was blocked. And in the 1900s, 1963, around there, the locals dug it out and it started becoming active again. It's amazing. Back in the car, we'd continued our tour inland as far as the road would take us. And before long, we had found it, the Golden Waterfall.
And this is Gullfoss. Amazing. Gullfoss is fed from the Havita River. 80 to 150 cubic meters of water pour over this waterfall per second. It's a lot of water. This is one of the furthest out points on the Golden Circle. It's about an hour and a half away from Reykjavik, so it's totally doable within a day. This is one of the most popular spots on the Golden Circle and one of the most popular spots in all of Iceland. It is just absolutely amazing and completely worth checking out in person. From here, we're headed on to Fladir, to the secret lagoon, where we're staying the night.
Unfortunately, as beautiful as Gullfoss was, there is no area to stay the night nearby. So we had to drive all the way to the nearest town, Fladir, where we had heard of a secret lagoon where we could spoil ourselves for the night. So we made it. We're here in Fladir. We are staying at the Gardur guest house, and we are right next to the secret lagoon. So we're gonna warm up a little bit tonight and take it easy.
Timmy boy.
Oh my God. That was horrible. That 5-foot wall was awful.
Dude, this was way better than I went to a hot spring up in Fairbanks.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah, the one in Alaska, right?
it was like negative 24 degrees or something.
I remember you telling me about that.
And well, it's on camera. I have it on camera. I totally forgot. It's in one of the videos. So watch that video. It's on the Alaska video.
Fladir's secret lagoon marks the halfway point on the Golden Circle, and we took this opportunity to enjoy ourselves in the nice, warm waters after the day's long, cold adventure. The next morning, we were back to work, headed to our final destination for this trip, Caird Crater. It sits just a few feet away from the main road, with easy access to a small parking lot and ticket booth. But what you'll find there is simply out of this world.
Good morning from day 2 on a trip around the Golden Circle. We are here at Caird Crater. It's a little detour off the normal path on the Golden Circle, but totally worth checking out. So getting here to Caird Crater, parking is actually free. It's 400 Icelandic kroner for entry per person, and it's an extremely short walk right up here so you can park and get right into the action. This Caird Crater here is about 55 meters deep, about 170 meters across, and 270 meters around. This area, the actual volcano itself is about 3,000 to 6,000 years old, it's estimated. It sits in a plain of other volcanic activity, a lot of which dates a lot older, around 10,000 plus years. So relatively a new crater. There's no evidence of explosion or anything, so this crater, they believe, just kind of collapsed in on itself at some point. You can actually go down there, you can see a lot of geological evidence of a lot of minerals and different activity. The iron ore in the dirt and rocks here, you can see through the red color. And down in the crater, you'll see a lot of examples of the mineral deposits coming up through the water in the color of the water. And down there in the crater is exactly where I'd like to be. At some point, this volcano would have erupted and just exploded the magma everywhere, completely emptying out its chamber, which is what we're sitting in here right now. When the water isn't frozen over, the minerals that come up from this area will create like an aquamarine color here, which is really beautiful. Fortunately, we're here in the wintertime right now, so the lake is all frozen over, but if you listen, as people throw the rocks here that you're seeing out on the lake, it echoes in here and makes a really cool sound.
The road from Caird Crater back to Reykjavik is only about an hour long. which gave us plenty of time to play out in the sun. Iceland's lower countryside is made up of some of the most beautiful lava fields we've ever seen. Over 70 million years worth of eruption and erosion over the entire island led to the patterns you see here, and seeing it from this angle was nothing short of breathtaking.
Yeah, these are some good shots right here. That drone, man, it really changed our world with regards to filming stuff.
Absolutely.
And I'm having a lot of fun with a new toy that basically plays like a video game, but at the same time, some of the stuff that I'm able to get with it is simply unreal. I would have to rent a helicopter, and while we have a decent budget, it ain't that much to get some of this stuff, and I don't got to with this thing.
I think our budget's pretty good.
You want to rent a helicopter?
Not that good.
Exactly.
We continued flying around until our last batteries died, and it was time to put the toys away. And as the excitement of the day started to fade, so were we. And we were going to need a good meal to get us home.
Hey Mike, what you got there?
Yeah, so we're at a little rest stop place, and I thought I was ordering sliders, and I didn't even do the conversion, but I just, on the Kroner, so I think I just spent $30 on four burgers. They brought them out, and I was like, all right, I guess I'm eating burgers all day.
And that was the Golden Circle. It was absolutely amazing. On this trip, we got to see volcanoes, waterfalls, geysers, hot springs. This trip really had everything that Iceland had to offer. This is a trip that's doable from Reykjavik in a day. You can actually drive the whole thing. 2 days if you want to stop and check everything out. But I'd highly recommend spending about 3 or 4 days here in Iceland if you're going to do this part of the country. We hope you guys enjoyed following us along as much as we enjoyed making this video. Make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and share the video. It really helps us out a lot. Thank you so much again. Take care and safe travels.